Hello everyone, happy Sunday. So this Sunday the gospel is about some people who go to test Jesus. They ask him about paying taxes, and basically Jesus responds by saying, show me the coin, whose head is on the coin? It's Caesar's head. Okay. And he said, pay to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and pay to God or give to God what belongs to God. And in this time, I've just finished my exams. Sometimes life gets so busy. We get all these material things. The world of Caesar overwhelms us sometimes. And the challenge can be many times recognizing that in all these things of Caesar, we don't have to separate the world of Caesar and the world of God or the world of faith. Many times the challenge is actually trying to find how they connect. And that means that we can find God in the middle of exams. We don't have to wait until the end to recognize that he was always with us. And so that means for each one of us that many times the world of Caesar is the material, but we need to live that material with a greater perspective of transcendence. It's through the material that God acts, that God is with us. And this Sunday is World Mission Sunday. It means that we're all reminded of this beautiful call to recognize that we are sent, that we are children of God, that we're called to build up the kingdom. In that sense, we have to remember that we belong to God, we are of God, but also in this world. And he calls us to respond. And the Pope in his message reminded us of the disciples of Emmaus. And they had this beautiful encounter with Jesus, the risen Jesus, that transformed everything. So they were down the dumps. But then when they heard him, it says that their hearts were burning, their eyes were opened, and then their feet were on the move to go back, to be missionary, to go and tell the disciples about what they had seen, the risen Jesus. And for each one of us, this is the call to recognize in every day that we live in a material world and we're called to act within it. We're called to be missionary. We're called to recognize the transcendence of our actions, this beautiful call that we all belong to God and that each one deserves to recognize and live this relationship. So happy Mission Sunday, everyone. May you recognize that God is with you in the material, in the world of Caesar, and in your spiritual journey. He wants it all to come together. He calls us to act in love, to be his missionaries. Happy Sunday!